Sometimes I wonder why I spend
a vocal harmony group like no other. The Four Freshmen have enamored listeners worldwide for 65 years and gained recognition as one of the most influential vocal groups of all time, being the inspiration of the likes of the Beach Boys, Kenny Rogers, Mamas and Papas, I should say, Frankie Valli, Manhattan Transfer, countless others, all groups with incredible harmonies. Here with me, partly you're hearing a little bit of their song Stardust from their latest album, Love Songs, is Bob Ferreira from the Four Freshmen. Welcome to the Hometown Morning Show, Mr. Ferreira.
Thanks, George. Thanks for having me on.
So, again, 65 years, you guys look great. I've seen your photos. I don't know how you do it, except that I know that you've had, obviously, various members over the years. But you are the senior freshman, as it were, of the group, right?
That's right. Actually, I've been in the group now 21 years.
21 years. Any chance you're going to graduate to be a sophomore? Are we still sticking
No.
Now,
well, I hope not anytime soon. I like remaining a freshman.
Well, that's terrific. And seriously, though, a group with that type of longevity for the blend of not only harmonies but that jazz-infused style, and still winning over the hearts and minds of fans that have been around for almost that long, but also younger fans alike, right? I mean, it's not just people who grew up in the 50s. We're talking about getting a whole new generation of fans, right?
Oh, yeah. This sound can be really appealing to any generation. I think it's almost like espresso as opposed to coffee. It can be an acquired taste for some, but I think once somebody actually gets a listen to what we do, and especially seeing us live, that they gain a new appreciation for the style of music and for the Great American Songbook.
And speaking of which, the Four Freshmen will be live this Sunday at 4 p.m. at West Ranch High School in Stevenson Ranch. Tickets available, of course, westranchmusic.com. Now, tell me about the longevity of the Four Freshmen and also the work that goes into it. I was listening to your, I think it's your latest CD, right? Is it Love Songs? It's the latest one that you have?
That's correct, Love Songs.
And just first of all, the blending of harmonies. This isn't studio trickery and digital, hijinks. This is you guys actually just all in the studios all at once, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are various ways to record, but when one listens to one of our CDs, like Love Songs or any of our previous recordings, and they see us on stage, they see that it's a lot of the same thing going on. I mean, we're out there singing the harmonies. That's what we do, and so we put a lot of work into making those harmonies tight and musical, and as well being entertaining on stage.
Right, and that's really what's important for fans to be able to still be able to capture that sound, and vice versa, your live energy on the CD as well, or on the music, depending on how you're listening to it in these days. But still, to have that swap over, so you listen to the CD, you go see them live, even though there's that energy. But I think that's a really good thing, and I really can hear it in your recordings, and also still that kind of lush jazz style. You also all play instruments on stage and play your own instruments, right?
Yes, that's something the group has done since the very beginning. They have always accompanied themselves instrumentally, and so we do it. It's a condensed setup, but it's enough to make enough sound to support our vocals, and we actually know how the arrangements go in phrase, so we can back ourselves up in a way that we complement what's going on with the harmony, and I think that's so important. It wasn't as much a novelty for the original group when they started doing this. It was actually a matter of economics and a matter of convenience.
Right, and they kind of broke around the late 40s when the big band era was starting to die down and not as many clubs were hiring so many people at once. So to be able to do that. I want to mention, though, Bob, you played drums for the Four Freshmen. And you also, your fellow band members, Curtis Calderon, who plays trumpet, Stan Malvey, who plays the guitar, and Brian Eichenberger, who also plays bass, and they all have different vocal ranges. Now, you sound to me like you might be a baritone or a bass, perhaps?
I sing the bass part for the group.
I had a feeling. So this is pretty amazing. Again, now you go from here this Sunday. Where is your tour taking you from here?
Well, actually, that is where we leave off. I'm actually in Oakland right now. We just played 2 nights at Yoshi's Jazz Club, a world-famous jazz club. We're actually heading down today to San Luis Obispo, and we're playing Cuesta College for 2 nights for a festival there. And then we head down to Stevenson's Ranch and we play there, have a few nights off, and then we head out on the road again.
That road work, it's not all glamour and glitz, as they say, right? It's piling up in the van or the bus and heading on down. I commend you for all the hard work on that. So this is very exciting, and again, this is 4 freshmen. We're talking with Bob Ferreira, the drummer, and the longest member of the group so far, the 20 years that you've been with the group. And pretty amazing to the fact that the 4 freshmen has recorded over 75 albums over the years, 65 years in longevity. Any time you think it's going to end sooner, or are we going to see like 130 years of the 4 freshmen?
Well, we're going to keep it going as long as we can because we truly believe in the sound and believe in the music that we do. And I think the passion and the drive that we have is what carries the group, and it's what's carried the group this long. And so we plan to carry on this tradition, and as long as people are out there willing to listen.
Well, and that's true. And you talked about the American Songbook, really, really, really important, not only from an entertainment standpoint, but also to remind people of the standards and why they're standards and why they're so beloved, even as time transcends and other trends may come and go. So we wish you the absolute best of luck and success on your gig this Sunday, and actually tonight and tomorrow too. Have safe travels. Also, Bob Ferreira, the 4 freshmen playing this Sunday at West Ranch High School, Stevenson Ranch. Tickets at westranchmusic.com. Discounts are available for seniors and veterans. Thank you so much for calling in, Bob.
Thanks for having me on, George. You take care.